Guys, welcome back to welcome to my channel. This is Jenny Love with Jenny Love Journals, and today guys we are going to work on our journals, the journal that we are working on right now. But today what we're actually going to do guys is we are going to make some cute ephemera for our journal using our stamps, right? Because all crafters out there, especially junk journal crafters, they have stamps, and a lot of you have a lot of stamps, and a lot of times your stamps, they just sit around. You know, I mean I have literal buckets full of ink pads and a whole bunch of stamps. I mean, I got sentiment stamps. I have tons and tons of these types of stamps, and I mean drawers full of stamps, right guys? And I very rarely ever use them. So today we are going to do just that. So if you got some stamps, pull them out, because we're going to have some fun and we're going to make some gorgeous ephemera for the junk journal that we are working on. But I also have a bunch of distress inks. You don't have to have all of these. You don't, and I'm going to show you in a minute, even if you don't have any distress ink. So the ones that I pulled out are the Festive Berries. I have the Shabby Shutters. I have the Dusty Concord, Antique Linen, Speckled Egg. That one's actually my favorite. And then of course the Vintage Photo. Who doesn't have the Vintage Photo when you're a distress ink maniac, right? But again guys, if you don't have distress ink, like I said, pull out your regular ink that you have for stamps, whether it be just black ink or, you know, you have the colored ink. It does not matter what colors you have, what inks you have, as long as it does the job, right? As long as it does the job. And obviously the more colors you have, the better, because we're going to be doing some different things with that as well. And I also have some sentiment stamps here, guys. Don't mind the dust. It's literally, like I said, it's literally been sitting. It's literally been sitting for, I would say, about a year. I bought this about a year ago at Goodwill, believe it or not, and I only paid $10 for this. And it is literally just filled with stamps that are sentiments. All different kinds of, actually, I think it's on the back of this. Where is it? I know it, yeah, right here. Here we go. All of these are the sentiments that are in here. And I have a really good idea on what we can do with these as well. And I gathered up some different papers that we're going to be using to stamp on. I just got some cute little sheets that I had in my stash that are the colors that I thought would look good with the journal that we're working on. For those of you who are following along with the Timeless Treasures, I can never say it, Timeless Treasures journal. And again, if you're using a different kit or different color scrapbook paper, you know, book pages, magazine pages, whatever it is that you're using for your journal to follow along, just grab what you have and whatever you think would look good with what you are working on. Okay. I also pulled some scraps from the kit that we're using for the journal that we're working on. These are just some scraps that I had from the last project that we did that I just kind of gathered up. We can stamp on those. And I got just a regular book page here. This is a very old vintage book page that I had gotten out of a book that I rescued, because if I didn't, it was eventually going to be destroyed. So we have that. And I also grabbed a book page from my Edith Holden book as well, because we all love the font on an Edith Holden book page, right? So I also grabbed one of these book pages to stamp on. All right, guys, so that's all you need. You just need some book pages, some scraps. I know y'all got some scraps, maybe some cute little decorative pieces of paper that you have just laying around in your stash. Again, if you don't have distress inks, ink pads, regular ink pads will do. And guys, if you have stamps, then you have ink pads, at least one, right? Again, dusty. That is my point. That is the point that I am trying to make, is we never use these. At least I really don't. So today we're gonna, guys, and again guys, all of the little pieces that we make today are gonna go in the journal that we are working on. Basically, we're just gonna make up a bunch of cute little pieces of ephemera to add to the ephemera that we already have gathered up for the journal. so that as we're working on the journal, we can start adding these pieces and incorporating them into the build or the construction of our journal. All right, guys, so I got some of these stamps here. I mean, that's a Christmas tree and that's an autumn leaf. We don't need those, but there's love, fun, hope. There's a heart here. There's a label type stamp here, which I love. Best wishes. So we got those. And then over here we have some more label type stamps, which I really like these. I'm really gonna utilize a lot of these, I think, when we do our project. I really like those. And then we also have got these ones as well, which are super cute. Some label type stamps, and we got some words and some ticket stamps and things like that. So adorable. Let's start by grabbing just, you know what, grab whatever. Like I said, we have all kinds of stuff that we're going to be utilizing here, but I'm going to go ahead and start with my decorator sheets. And then of course with these kind of stamps, guys, cling stamps is what they're called. You have to have your stamp block so that you can cling them on. So we're going to go ahead and grab this one here. And there's my cat meowing. You guys got to be used to that by now. All right, so we're just going to grab this one here that says thank you. We're going to put it on here, and that's got some pink in there, so I'm thinking, actually it's got some purple, so we'll go with the Dusty Concord for this one here. Oh, this is a bright one. I don't want to press down too much because I don't want to get it into the, down into the grooves. Yeah, that's one-sided. Okay, I just had to be sure. Make sure we got it down at the bottom so that we have room at the top to get another one in there if we wanted to. Oh, adorable! Oh my goodness, so stinking adorable. I mean, obviously the letters in the word thank you didn't come out all the way, but let's do it one more time. You know, I also find it helpful, especially with the distress ink, if you rub it on instead of just kind of rub it back and forth. I also noticed that that's helpful with your blendy tool. Like if you're blending, instead of just patting it, rubbing it like around in a circle helps get a lot more of the ink on there for you. That is like literally something that I've recently discovered. All right, let's hopefully we get some more coverage for this one. I'm guessing we will. I'm thinking we will. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful and perfect. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let me bring you guys closer so that you guys can see that. How adorable is that? That one, obviously, it does have, you know, some crackling in it and stuff like that, but I don't mind that. I actually like that. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go ahead and cut these out. And, oh, one of them was over a little bit, so I went to go cut it down straight. If I'd have kept going, I would have went right into the side of it. But like I said, even though that one on the bottom is not fully there, there is some cracking in it. Again, I don't mind that whatsoever. I actually like it because it makes it look a little vintagey. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh. How cute are these? How cute are these? I am obsessed. I could literally sit here and make these all day long. I kid you not. Oh my gosh, how stinking adorable. So there you go, guys. This is the idea of what we're going to be doing today with our stamps. We're basically just going to be stamping different sheets of paper with different backgrounds and textures and make little things like this to put in our journal as we go along. All right, I am out of wipes, so I had to go and wet down a Kleenex here so that I can wash these off. That's important, guys. Don't forget to wash these off, because once they're dried on there, you can't really see that it's on there, and then you go to stamp it on something else and the colors run together, and that's never any fun. But when you're using the Distress Oxide, I found that it comes off of the stamps easier than actual ink pads. Let's grab a book page now. Let's take our book page here. I'm looking at this one. I'm eyeballing this one. So let's peel that off. I really like that one. We're going to need our large block for this because it is quite large. Okay, what color do we want to go with? We have, you know, I think, well, actually, let's try the shabby shutters. I think that might look nice with the book page. All right, let's make sure that we get this whole thing covered because the stamp itself is larger than the ink pad, so we want to make sure that we get full coverage. Looks pretty good, right? All right, here we go. Let's turn it this way. Hopefully I'm in frame and you guys can see. Let me move this up just a little bit. There we go. That looks a little better. I'm just pressing it down on all sides. Oh, that is so stinking adorable. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love that. You probably can't see it that well, but let me get you closer. Can you guys see that? I love that green on this book page. It's a little bit of a fussy cut because it's got a lot of angles. Oh my gosh, how cute. How adorable is that going to look in our journal? Especially considering that our journal has a lot of light green tones in it. So adorable. All right, let's do another on our book page here. I did already clean this off camera. I don't want to bore you guys with, you know, all that stuff. You know what? We're going to go with this label next, I think. I think so. This is going to be a bold label because the majority of the coverage is, or the majority of the surface is going to end up being covered. We're going to have to put this on an angle here because it's longer than the thing is wide. So let's see. Maybe we should go with the vintage photo. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with that. Like I said, rubbing it across there is sometimes helpful. And I just re-inked this like a week ago maybe. So it's still kind of juicy. All right. Let's go right here. Make sure I move up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Press it down really good. Because I feel like it really needs a really good press. And there we go. Oh my gosh. So again, it didn't go down all the way right there. We can try to fix it, but you know what? If we can't, it's fine, honestly, because it doesn't really bother me. And, oh, there we go. There we go. That worked. Even if it didn't, it wouldn't have bothered me because that to me makes it look like it's that much more vintage. So let's go ahead and cut this out. There we go. I love that. It looks very, very vintage. This honestly is probably my favorite so far. That's going to look adorable on a journal page. All right, let's do one more on the book page since we have some book page left. Actually, let's do two more because, you know, we need to get as many as we can here, you know, so that we can fill up our journals. Let's do this one. Let's do the Life is Good ticket, and we'll do the Happy Day one because both of these are small. We can put both of these on here. Do these together at the same time. Let's go with the Festive Berries this time. Add a little pop of color. Whew, and is that a pop? I know that whenever I do stenciling with this one, it's pretty bright. It really is, but I love it nevertheless. All right. turn it this way. And come up here. Press down really good. Make sure we get that coverage that we want. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I am so in love. All right, let's get these cut out. I am so much in love. Look at that. Look at, oh my gosh. I don't understand how I have not seen this sooner, because I could have, oh, this tag has ridges, so we gotta fussy cut those ridges. I would have started this a long time ago to make some little ephemera pieces for my journal, because, you know, whenever I make journals, I use a lot of die cuts, as you know, or I fussy cut little pieces out from the kit that I'm using, you know, things like that. And so, oh my gosh, these are perfect. I love little pieces of ephemera to just embellish up, not, yes, the journal, but the projects that we make that go inside of the journal, because we like to embellish those too. And so instead of using, you know, just using what came with the kit that you're using, or using, you know, nothing but stickers and die cuts and things like that, you have ideas to embellish with these little guys too. I love these. I can't even. I am so freaking in love with how cute these are. Let's go with some of our scraps first, actually. So we have some background paper from the kit that we're using right now, and that's what most of it is. Let's take this piece here. And I also have these kinds of stamps too. They're, you know, they have the wooden base so that you don't have to stick them to the thing. And these are, they're like a label. So you have the smaller label, and then the label, you know, the outside of that, and then you can stamp that in the middle if you wanted. So I want to use that right here. And considering the colors on the background itself, I'm thinking we're going to go with shabby shutters. I'm thinking so. Thinking that's going to look good. What do you guys think? Move this up so you guys can see. It's just easier for me to go like this, honestly, because then I can just see what kind of coverage I'm dealing with, whether I need more or less. All right, let's do it over here in the corner, since we got some flowers down here. Hopefully I'm in frame. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. We can, oh, there's so much that we can do with that. We can embellish it in the center when we go to put it in our journal on whatever project that we're working on. How stinking adorable. And again, it's got this on this side so that we can stamp that in the center, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that just like that. All right, let's see. What do we got next? Okay, we got some stripes right here. Let's see. Maybe, oh yeah, let's use this one. It's time to what? We don't know. It's time to make a journal, guys. And that's what we're doing. All right, let's see. You know what? Let's go with the antique linen. We haven't used that one yet. Whoop. Haven't used that one yet. And I think that would look good on that background. So with the antique linen, oh no, I was going to say it might be a little hard for me to see what kind of coverage I got, but it's not. It really isn't, if you guys can see that. I'm really not sure if I'm going to get into any of my other ink pads, because I'm pretty sure that what I personally need for what I'm doing, I have in the Distress Oxides, the colors that I'm mostly interested in using for the specific colors in the journal that I'm making. And again, if you're following along and using the same kit, then I would think that you would agree that these colors are very well matching to the journal that we're working on. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can't even begin to say it, how much in love I am with, oh my gosh, with these stamps. I was holding my scissors. Totally awkward. That was, I don't know what was going on there. It's just the way I picked them up, I think. But oh my gosh. I could sit here all day and just make a ton of these. Like, I can just make so many of these. I might, you know, off camera. After dinner, I might come back and make some more and then just show you guys. I can post a picture to my community tab and show you guys the other ones that I will be making, because these, again, these are just, oh my God, they're so stinking cute. They're so stinking cute. It is the most adorable ephemera you've ever seen, and it was made by you. Literally, using scrap paper, book pages, you know, decorative paper that you just have laying around. I literally almost blew that away. Did you guys see that? when I said book pages. But anyways, I mean, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with that. It is so cute. All right, we have some more scraps. Do we want to do some more scraps? Maybe a little bit. We have some of this with some text on it, and then we have some of this background page that I kind of want to utilize. So let's do a little bit more here with these scraps. Now these, again, these are literal scraps from my last project, so don't mind the edges and things. Let's see, maybe we can grab this heart. Let's do 3 more. Let's do 2 on this one and 1 on this one. Okay, so we have the heart. How about some more labels? Yeah. Remember when? Let's do that one. Wonderful. Did we do? I don't think we've done that one. No, we haven't. So let's get these 3. Okay, for this one, we'll do the heart. Let's do the heart on this one. All right, and so for this color, what have we not used yet? I don't think we used speckled egg yet. Yeah, I think speckled egg is the only one that we have not used. So let's go ahead and use that one. I mean, blue for a heart isn't really the best choice, but you know what? It's okay, because in the world of junk journaling, everything does not have to make sense or be perfect. And I think we all can agree on that, right? Our creativity is how we make it, and everybody's creativity is different. Whether you have pink hearts, red hearts, blue hearts, orange hearts, black hearts, it does not matter. All right, I'm trying to think of where to, I'm going to put it down here where the text is a little lighter because the text gets a little darker up here. So I'm pushing that down really good. All right. Oh my gosh, just darling. Just darling. All right, let's go with the festive berries again, because it's got a little bit of pink in there. And yes, this is a bright color, but you know what? I think it's going to offset the lighter pinks in the background. Nice. It's going to complement them nicely. So we're going to do this one at a time. Make sure we got some good coverage. Like I said, I'm sorry that you guys can't see what I'm doing, but picking it up like this is allowing me to see better what I'm dealing with here as far as the coverage that I have on my stamp. Oh, God, I'm not even going to say it. You guys already know what I'm thinking. You already know what I'm thinking. Yes, yes, Jenny, we know you love it. You love it. All right, we're going to put this one on now. Should we do the same color? You know what? Let's change it back to the Dusty Concord, because that was the first one that we used and the only time we used it. So let's go do that on that color, because there is some purple. Not really so much on this page strip, but in the kit that we're working on, there is some light purples here and there throughout. So I apologize if my camera is shaking. I just lifted my elbows off the desk as I was patting it. All right, here we go. Rock it back and forth, press it down really good. Make sure you get every little nook and cranny. And again, if you don't, it's fine, because that cracked look is, there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Literally, this is becoming non-existent. But you know what? It's still cleaning off my my stamps. All right, let's cut these out. And then I'm going to show you guys what I was talking about as far as what I want to do with the sentiment stamps on the Edith Holden book pages, as I think where we're going to do those. I think. And also, guys, also when it comes time to actually using these, oh my gosh, how so adorable is that? But anyway, when it comes down to using these, you can always ink the edges too with your vintage photo or your walnut stain, whatever it is that you prefer to ink your edges of things. And that, oh my gosh. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, let's cut out these other two. So stinking cute. And this one, just, oh God, I'm so in love. I'm so in love. All right, guys, so I pulled out some of the sentiment stamps that I was really liking, which I just pulled out a few, not a lot, but love, dream, create, laugh, and imagine. I mean, there are tons of them in there. It took me a little bit to decide on which ones I wanted, but these are the ones I'm going to go ahead and use. And again, don't mind the paint stain on them and stuff like that. I did buy these from Goodwill, so these are pre-used, which, you know what, that is totally fine. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab this piece of paper, this little piece of decorative paper that we didn't use, and I'm going to go ahead and do the love part. So what we're going to do is, let's go with, you know what, let's go with the festive berries again for this one. And stamp this down. It's a little easier for me to determine because it's got a wooden handle. All right. So here is my thought process on this. So we're going to just stamp this, well, not really so much at the edge, but, you know, about right there. So cute. Oh my gosh, and it's trying to get away from me. Okay, look at that. All right, so rather than cut that out, obviously that would, you know, we're just going to go ahead and rip. Just rip along while keeping that, like, you know, kind of in the center. And we're going to rip along all sides of it. So that it looks like that. And I probably should have waited till it dried because you guys see it smudge. But you get the idea, right? And then again, when you go to place these in your journal or on your journal project, you go ahead and ink the edges where the tear lines are, and that makes it look even more vintage. How adorable. Let's do another one. Let's do Dream. This time I'm not gonna like completely manhandle it while it's still wet so that it doesn't smudge. This is a very bold color, I will say. It is quite the bold color. All right, we'll come down here because we already have some of it partially torn. Cute. All right, let's rip it without touching it. This is the part that was stamped anyway, or at least try not to. Oh my gosh. There we go. How cute is that? And again, guys, these make, I did rip off a little on the bottom here. I didn't mean it, but it's okay. You know, I'm really not the type that gets flustered and upset when I mess up a little bit. I look at it as not only a learning experience, but a little extra flair in my journal, right? All right, so let's grab an Edith Holden book page here. All right, and let's do Imagine on, let's go with the Dusty Concord. I really like this one. So we're going to do the same thing, but on the Edith Holden book page. Whoever had these previously used glitter on them. And let me tell you that it took almost everything I had to try to get it off, and I still didn't get it off. You guys can probably see it. But they still work just as good. So, So the words to this might conflict with the words on here. I just realized that. So instead of using the Edith Holden, let's grab some more of our scraps, right? We still have scraps. Let's put this right here. We always want to use our scraps, right? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it so much. All right, and let's go ahead and tear that. I mean, it looks nice just having the sides torn, right? And not the tops and the bottoms so much. But what we can also do is take the same Distress Oxide, which is the Dusty Concord, and go around the edge with that to kind of match where it says, you know, Imagine on the inside. How adorable is that? Oh my God, I am in love. I know I said it like a zillion times, but seriously, y'all, I love it. What about this side? Let's put something on this side. Let's go with the Shabby Shutters. Let's go with Create, since, you know, we're being creative and all. Oh yeah, that's gonna have some coverage. Put it down here where there's some text. But it's not going to be text, you know, and you know, to interfere with what the word is, because it's just scribble basically. And this one is not going to be as wide or as long. And you can't even see it all that great. Can you guys see that? Let's see if it's focused. Hopefully it's focused. But we're still going to use it. So yeah, it's really hard to see. It really is hard to see. I don't know if I'm focused, but we're still going to use it. All right, guys, and there you have it. Like I said, I can literally sit here all day and make these. And I mean, you guys would be literally watching like a 10-hour-long video of me making these because of how much fun it is. Look at all of the different possibilities just by literally using your scraps, your book pages, and your stamps. The stamps that you literally never pull out and never use, which, and if you do, how often is it really? Let's be honest with ourselves. We very rarely pull out our stamps. And so, of course, you need to do something with your scraps, right? Because we all know that we can't just throw our scraps away. So we need to do something with that too. And then, of course, the book pages always look absolutely gorgeous when they are altered into something pretty and added to our journals. So there you have it, guys. Some gorgeous, gorgeous ephemera that we just made to disperse throughout our junk journal as we make it. Easy, adorable, fun, kind of addicting. I'm not going to lie. And I really hope that you guys are inspired to make some of these yourselves. Like I said, it's just so much fun. You guys are going to be like, Jenny, I can't stop. I can't stop making them. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today on our project. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give this video a great big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button, because we come out with me. I'm used to saying we because, as a lot of you know, I have a main channel, Jenny Love TV, where I have many more subscribers that both me and my husband do a lot of things, paranormal investigations and exploring and things like that. So I'm used to saying we, but in this case, me. I have 2 videos every week that come out every Friday evening and every Sunday evening, Eastern Standard Time, between 6 and 8 p.m. All right, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that you have a great rest of your Sunday. Take care.